killed them with Forestcycling. Didn't even see that. Okay, well, worked out. Hello, and welcome to another draft here of the Powered Cube on MTG Arena. Oh, look at that. Another Black Lotus. My lucky day. Wonder where we could wheel from here. Probably not going to wheel Corey Steelcutter. Potentially wheel some of these dorky green guys. I would love to wheel a Fairy. That's probably not going to happen. So, kind of grab this and see what we have coming our way. A couple good dual lands there that might wheel. Oh, Black Lotus Titania? That could be some pretty quick wins. There's also Hull Breacher, which is really fun, does some good stuff. Source of Plowshares and Lightning Bolt, which are obviously great pieces of interaction. Tali could be pretty interesting. I think I want to take Titania. I kind of like the idea of powerful fives with the Black Lotus, and let's see where we can go from here. So to go with Titania, there's a green fetch, which is great. There's a Micah spawn, which synergizes decently. There's some kind of random dorky cards here. There's a couple good blue cards, but I think I'm just going to grab this Verdant, which will be pretty important. Okay, we're seeing some good green cards here. Interestingly enough, normally in like a green Titania deck, I'd be looking to take like Scythecat Club or Once Upon a Time. With the Black Lotus, though, my eyes are going to both Boomy and Lurrus. I mean, Lurrus and Black Lotus is pretty silly. I could end up like black-green or green-white and just do some really busted things. Can I companion this Lurrus? That may be a bit tricky with Lotus because that'll limit the things I put in my deck. Playing a Lotus every turn can be pretty sweet. I think I'll just take the Lurrus and make it a card in my deck, not companion it, and I think that'll do some pretty good things. So now there's a 6. It's another way to retrace Black Lotus. Okay. We're leaning in a bit. Like where this is going. What do we have at the draft table with us? Coffee or tea? Well, it's an easy one. That's coffee. Bourbon bitters. Maybe better than coffee. Okay, there's a Ramanop here to kind of go with this lands plan. A little early for a Ramanop, but I don't see a ton else I'd like. If I'm playing white from the Lurrus, I probably wouldn't mind Mother of Runes. Mother of Runes can also do some pretty good work protecting combo. I could be doing like a black-green self-mill recurring animator kind of, recurring nightmare kind of thing, in which case death might be interesting for the reanimator angle. But with what we have right now, I think the closest thing to synergizing here is Excavator. And a little sad to pass Mother of Runes here, but we're just not sure if we'd use it. Okay, well, here there's some good things. So Kyoshi can be a pretty strong threat to ramp out, although we're not ramping out that quickly with just a Lotus. Witherbloom Command can be something that kind of helps us get our graveyard active for Ramanop and Titania 6, which is interesting. It is a black card, though. There's a Giver to make up for the Mother of Runes we just passed. What happens if we mill Lurrus with Witherbloom Command? I guess we have ways to get it back. You know what? I kind of want to try a little bit of black-green self-mill here. I haven't tried that yet. Oh, and now what works well with that could be Esper Origins. Passing Saga, which is obviously a good card. Some really good red aggressive cards here. Good white card also, but I kind of want to try this. Okay, all, for the most part, the green and black cards wheeled, which is a really good sign. What do we take here? Caustic Bronco is a good value. Endurance is a pretty reasonable kind of main deck sideboard card, as it were. Also, you know, can surprise and eat something. It's pretty good. Bauble is good with Lurrus. Surrak is, I guess, just an okay thing to ramp into. I think I kind of want to take Bronco here. Maybe shore up my 2 drops a bit here. Oh, wow. Now Unearth and Persist wheeled. So the graveyard theme seems to be pretty supported. Persist is obviously good if we get like some pretty big threats to animate out. Unearth is really good with Lurrus and 6. I think I'm going to go with the Unearth just because it works well with what we currently have, even if it has lower upside. Now, I guess we could take a Harvester. It's a cheap interaction that sometimes has utility late game. Oh, wow. No one's in green. So Once Upon a Time versus Boomy versus Oddity. How good is Boomy? Okay. I think I'll just take the Once Upon a Time and stay these colors for now. Citadel is an interesting thing to ramp out. Also, so is Loot. You know what? Loot's pretty strong here. We could make the mana work for it. I'm not playing any of this stuff. Wow, last pick Containment Priest. Ooh, Soul Ring Black Lotus? The Triplicate Titan is one of the reasons why Persist would have been stronger than Unearth. But we might not even wheel it. So take the Soul Ring. Maybe we could wheel. We're probably not wheeling Delta, but we could easily wheel like Birds or Chariot with how open green has been. And I'd love either of those, specifically the Chariot. Kind of as a distant third would be Green Sun Zenith. But yeah, let's scoop up the Soul Ring. And now Craterhoof Behemoth could be interesting. We have Lotus and Soul Ring, so might not be that hard to cast at a relatively timely moment. Deluge is obviously a strong card, but we're going to be pretty creature centric, so I don't know how much I want to be deluging. So yeah, let's grab this Craterhoof. Potentially we could do some big surprise kills out of nowhere. The Underground Mortuary would be pretty nice as our first black-green duel to fetch. It's also Surveil land, which, you know, is useful to have a copy of. Works kind of well with this graveyard plan that we're doing. There's also Eternal Witness, which could be interesting. Vaultborn Tyrant, which could be another good thing to kind of ramp into. And also a big threat. You know what? I do kind of want to take the Vaultborn Tyrant. Now we're setting ourselves up a little bit for Natural Order here. Oh, wow. Vam Tutor could be really good if we had the Natural Order. Could be good to find Lurrus. Could be good to set up like a Titania combo, which we don't have yet. But given how open green is, I kind of can rely on it, I think. But all that being said, I think Nissa is going to be really strong here because we're looking very heavy green. I mean, we could even potentially pivot to mono green from here, to be honest. But let's grab this Nissa because she could ramp us into some of these big things and also create creatures for the big things to be good. Oh, wow. So this is tough because if I'm doing kind of Ramanop, Titania, fetch land, and, you know, hopefully strip and waste type stuff, I definitely want Fast Bond. But if I'm doing kind of rampy things, I want Cradle. I don't have a ton in terms of early creatures yet, so maybe we'll take the Fast Bond and then see if we can wheel the birds and maybe wheel the Cradle. Oh, wow. Now there's Wasteland versus Delighted Halfling. They're really making me choose, huh? I think I'm going to take the Wasteland. I think the Halfling's more likely to wheel, even though I think actually Halfling's better in this deck because, you know, ramping out and making uncounterable a Loot, Titania, Nissa, and even a Lurrus is pretty strong. But we're gonna hope that green is as open as it looked in pack 1. Okay, now there's kind of nothing in the realm of green. I guess we could just take a Triome. This can help cast Lurrus no matter if we end up white or black, although obviously we look a lot more black right now. Reckoner Bankbuster could be interesting. I did get beat by this card once, but oh wait, there's also the Overlord for self-milling. That is interesting. You know what? Maybe we're gonna grab the Overlord for self-milling purposes. It's also kind of a 2-drop. And now we have the other Nissa, Mai, and Blooming Marsh. I think I kind of want to take the Blooming Marsh. I do like this Nissa, but I need some more lands. Obviously preferring more fetches and stuff. Okay, so Birds did not wheel, but Seeka's Chariot wheeled. That's interesting that someone took Birds over Seeka's Chariot. Now between Seeka's Chariot and Green Sun Zenith and Deathrite Shaman, I think Seeka's Chariot is just way better. It's also our first 4. There's nothing we want here. I guess we could spec on a portal in case that somehow becomes possible. Okay, I think Eternal Witness is good here. It's just another way to find Lurrus. It's a thing that we could recur off 6 to get any spell. Sure, I don't mind a Restless Cottage. Dark Ritual, potentially we could play, but we'll start it off in the board for now. Fanatic Wield. Okay, looks like we're not getting the Cradle, but we did get a couple of the Dorky Ramp guys, which means Craterhoof is still on the menu. This is a bit of a rough pick one. There's not a ton we want. If we were all ready to strip mine, I'd be more excited about the Expedition map. I think I'll just take the Wooded Foothills as just a green fetch. It's a mono green fetch at the moment, but I think we could find something to fetch up with it. And also just having fetches will be good for Titania and Ramanop. Well, here's a mono black fetch. There's also Rofellos and Llanowar Elves. So this is actually an interesting decision point because we're pretty heavy green. We could take Rofellos here. And that gets us to 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 pretty quickly. Alternatively, there's a mono black fetch and a Llanowar Elves and a generous end. I think I want to give Rofellos a try. I've been avoiding Rofellos pretty significantly in this cube, and I think it's worth trying him out. Okay, there's a Stomping Ground, but Wooded Foothills is already fetching for green, so that's not that interesting. There's another Surveil Land, but we already have one. I think let's just take a Snuff out here. Even if we're going to be very heavy green, I do believe we're not going to be able to get away from black entirely. So now, this doesn't become typed, which makes it a little bit worse with Rofellos. So there's a Necromancy, which we could, reanimate Vaultborn Tyrant or Titania or something. It's not nothing. 3, 4, 5. Okay, Lotus is a land. We're at 22. I don't know that we have much room for things like Bauble, even though it's good with Lurrus. I mean, we're not getting Lurrus that as a companion, so we're not getting it that quickly, which means we're kind of getting it late game to like recur. I don't know. Caustic Bronco. Well, maybe, or just Black Lotus. Let's take the Necromancy. Channel doesn't seem particularly playable here. I don't think it's playable in this cube. There's just like Bahamut, Triplicate Titan. That's about it. Maybe, Sundering Titan to some extent, but there's no Eldrazi, so like what's the point of Channel? In terms of lands, Godless Shrine doesn't really do us much good. I guess it's no, it still doesn't really do anything. You could just take a Metamorph here as kind of like a colorless threat. Could be interesting. I don't think I want Coalition Relic. Okay, there's a Grim Monolith. Grim Monolith is pretty good at ramping some of this stuff out. There's Chromatic Star, which is something good to do with Lurrus. Also, Dryad is like a decent kind of value threat. There's also a Murderous Cut. We're not using the graveyard that much, but I do want to use it. 5 lands. I think I'm going to take Monolith. There's also a good chance we're off this lands plan. All right, here we have Regrowth versus Petal. And this Lurrus is not even looking that good. Wonder if we take Petal. This is going to be... Oh, okay. Well, there's Grizzlebrand, Night's Whisper, Sundering Titan. I wonder if this Phoenix does anything. I don't know. Not really. I mean, we have a couple fetch lands. Let's take Grizzlebrand as a Necromancy target, even if it's not going to come up very often. We will be able to mill it very often. We could also cast it. Boseiju versus Tarmogoyf versus Edict. I think I kind of like Tarmogoyf here. It's a recurring threat with Lurrus, and we do have, not a lot of 2-drop creatures, but we also have a lot of self-mill. So we can make Tarmogoyf pretty threatening. Now here's a generous Ent. I guess, wow, we just got like kind of cut hard on the dual lands. Yeah, this will be interesting to build. We'll kind of see where we net out. Wow. Whoever took that bird's kind of moved in on what we were doing. It's unfortunate because we took the Craterhoof and the Rofellos. So we have a Gristlebrand, which could potentially get cast. Maybe if we play Dark Ritual for that purpose. And we wonder how close we are to casting that. So these are I think the maybes. I don't think we're playing Fire Nation Occupation. So between these, I mean, we certainly don't want Island or Mountain. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15. Let's say that's 16-ish lands. Not nearly enough if we're going to be playing Fast One. But are we actually going to play Fast One is the question. We only have 2 fetches and a Wasteland to Ramen Up out. Are we even playing Ramen Up is a question. We could still play Titania because we have a couple fetches and also we're going to be doing some self-mill, so she could always get value. But we don't really have a way to sack lands other than those 3. We can ramp pretty decently with like Nissa, Rofellos, Monolith, Soul Ring. So maybe we're like more of a ramp deck than we are like a Ramen deck. Although, I mean, with 6 and Esper Origins and Witherbloom Command, we can enable some Ramen opping. What if we just cut all of those? What if we cut like... Well, 6 is pretty strong to cut. What if we cut... Let's just, as a thought experiment, we cut Overlord of the Bellmark. We cut Ramen Op. Well, no, I don't think... Hang on, this is actually a land too. Although that's also bad with Fastbond. Maybe we cut the Fastbond, to be honest. Like Fastbond, Fetch Land, and Ramen Op is good, but like we only have 1 copy of Ramen Op, and we're probably not playing it. I still think we could play Esper Origins. I still think I like kind of the self-mill, reanimate, Lurrus 6 Ewit stuff, and Titania. I just don't necessarily love the fast bond Ramen Op part of it. So if we're playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 17. If this is our 17, how many forests do we have? We don't actually have enough forests for Lurrus the way it's currently laid out. So what if we trim down on black a bit, actually? Sorry, by Lurrus I meant Rofellos, if I said Lurrus. The loot we're only actually casting off of Black Lotus and Lotus Petal, so maybe we actually cut loot. And then Gristlebrand, if we can Necromancy it some amount of the time. We could try to cast it off like Dark Ritual, Petal, Lotus. And then we care about Metamorph. So let's say we want to go up to like 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Now we're at like 9 forests plus like 3 ways to find forests. So that's okay for Rofellos, but we don't have like a swamp forest to fetch. I guess. Yeah, we didn't even get the surveil land. I thought we had the surveil land. Wow, we got cut hard on the fixing. We don't have a swamp forest to fetch, so we're often going to want to fetch forests early for Rofellos purposes. This is really interesting. You do want at least 1 swamp. 1, 2, 3. Let's say that's 4 black sources. Hard cast Gristlebrand off 4 black sources. I mean, we have Ritual, which I do think I want to play the Ritual. I think this is mostly fine. Maybe we just get rid of the Petal. I mean, Petal is something to do with Lurrus early. We're not going to get Lurrus early very often, though. We lost the Overlord. I want the Overlord in for the self mill. So do we want to be more self mill or ramp? You know what? Maybe we get rid of portal. Maybe we do bring in excavator because the self mill is going to let the excavator do a little bit of extra work. And maybe we cut, I don't know, pedal and metamorph as like just somewhat superfluous things. Yeah, this isn't my favorite deck. I think this is how I want to run it. Something went wrong midway through the draft. I'm not sure what. It could be an interesting thing to review, but someone moved in on birds instead of a Seek's Chariot, which is weird. I actually would have preferred they took the Chariot over the birds, which would have been more leaning me in the mono green ramp direction and probably a smarter pick for them. But who knows what they have. We passed that life and death and still ended up kind of somewhat reanimatory. We never found a recurring nightmare, which is one of the things I was kind of hoping for with the self mill. But I mean, outside of like Eternal Witness, maybe Chariot, we don't have a ton to like, you know, rebuy value with off Nightmare. We mostly just have big threats. I don't know. That draft was a little weird. The deck's a little weird, but we could definitely get some wins here. So we'll see you in round one. Welcome to round one here with this kind of awkward black-green part ramp, part necromancy, part graveyard value deck. What do we have here? This is not a great hand. I think I might keep it though. I don't know. Do I keep it? Because if I can make them stumble miserably with Wasteland, I have time to draw into stuff. And like 6 and Seek's Chariot are really powerful, but if they're like mono red, I just lose. Don't I have much better draws than this? I think I have much better draws than this, but I'm gonna try to keep it. Oh, Field of the Dead. That's actually pretty funny. I mean, statement. War were declared. Weird that they lead on a colorless land, but I guess it was a tapped land, and that's why. Oh, I got debated. I should have gone for the Academy. Who goes Field of the Dead into Academy? Are you kidding me? The funny thing is they're on 0 mana right now, although I guess that's going to change pretty quick. So they're just on like mono Wasteland targets. Okay. I mean, I'll just take Wasteland back, I guess. It's better to do it next turn. It might just be better to do it next turn so they don't see it coming. Let's surveil this forest and keep Titania on top because that'll rebuy the Wasteland again. Okay, I guess the turn 1 waste was the play there. See you next round. Welcome to round 2 here. Still an easy game 1 off the back of Wastelands versus the Tolarian Academy, Field of the Dead, and Saga deck. So that was fun. I go first. I have a turn 2 Rofellos, but it currently only taps for 1. But if I draw another forest, then I have a turn 3 Nissa. So I think this is definitely worth keeping. I mean, if Rofellos dies, it's going to be a long, slow slog for me. Black-green mirror. Oh, blue's been declared. Oh, nice. I can find the forest. I don't have to do it now, though. We can get one more. Oh, no, I do have to do it now because I want to cast Rofellos. Okay. These are going into bottom, so he won't know what I take. So let us take forests and play Rofellos. And if they have a removal, they're like absolutely pointing it at Rofellos. But if they don't, this is exactly what I want to be doing. Once upon a time, coming in clutch there. Opponent on the Sultais. Are they just going to hold up counter magic? Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. Did we just attack with the Restless Cottage? We don't have another source of black. Maybe I was supposed to play the Catacombs there. play a swamp and attack with the cottage. Oh no, I would not have had enough anyway. I mean, I think I'll just pass here and I'll hold up Murderous Cut. Play a Malcolm. I'll just cut it immediately. And let's see if they hold up mana again. I mean, it'll get to the point pretty soon where I don't care what they counter. Saga is acceptable. So now I think playing... Oh, Lotus. That's less acceptable. Where's my Lotus? They're using it. Okay. Twister? That's rude. Huh. Well, I guess we have a lot of things we can start doing. So Rofellos can tap for 3 next turn, which means we have 7 mana. So we could play a Chariot plus a Monolith. Oh, they're tutoring. What is happening? Play a Chariot plus a Witherbloom command. Chariot will set up for a pretty big Craterhoof on the following turn. Wow, they redrew the Lotus. Pretty good. Time Twister, Lotus, Time Twister. Okay. I mean, I'm still ahead on board. Brain Freeze. Huh. Interesting. Well, there's Necromancy and Gristlebrand. Wow, so we can use 6 to play the Necromancy. Problem is if they like flashback the Brain Freeze next turn, I might be in some trouble. So I need to try to apply maximum pressure. Does Craterhoof Chariot into Craterhoof? Does that do it? I think so. 3, 6, 7. I can go 6 plus Chariot, and then next turn I can this +1, so I won't be able to do all of it. So let's tap this Chariot. I mean 6, and then I guess Chariot. What's the most things on the board? And now next turn, I mean, it's kind of awkward to attack with 6 when I just got Brain Freeze for like 20, but if I can Craterhoof next turn, only gives it self-haste, right? Yeah, it doesn't give everyone else haste, but it's a lot of permanence. And I could play another creature to crew the Chariot with. So let's say that's going to be 4, 8, 9, 10 mana. So if Craterhoof plus a 2-drop, I could play a Tarmogoyf, which very easily crews Chariot, it seems. See what opponent does here. If they don't kill me and they don't counter my play, I think I'm winning pretty easily. Yeah, you can have a Chariot. That is acceptable. Okay, so... Well, we didn't actually find a land to do what we wanted to do. So now we have 6, 7, 8 mana with just Monolith. So we can't retrace something. We can flashback Esper Origins or eternalize this. 8 mana, 9 mana, 10 mana with Monolith. Witherbloom Command. I mean, I guess we could Witherbloom Command to kill a blocker. Non-creature, non-land permanent. Huh. I think we just Hoof. And then with the Hoof on the stack, we crew Chariot. Maybe with the Hoof himself. I guess I should have played Monolith first in case I need to do something post-combat here off the 6. But seems unlikely my opponent's going to survive here. $34 trample damage. All right. That'll do it. Hoof. There it is. See you next round. All right. Let's get into round 3 here. 2-0 with this little black-green rock deck, as it were. Well, this is a turn 2 chariot, so yeah. I will take that even without any black mana. Hopefully they don't kill my soul ring. That would be a tragedy. I wonder if I'm supposed to cycle this Unearth. I have Witherbloom Command in hand. Which, actually I also have Necromancy in hand, so maybe I want to find black soon. Oh, there's black. Oh wow. This is going to be a pretty nice run out from us. Next turn we have the option of Nissa. We have the option of Witherbloom Command plus Necromancy. Oh, yeah, I think we're just going to kill this Rofellos, to be honest. Play Swamp. I wonder if we Necromancy the Rofellos. That actually seems pretty funny. Player, target creature. That's pretty brutal. Milled the Black Lotus and the Overlord. We could just reanimate the Overlord once we get black. Yep, this is pretty good. Soul Ring is a good magic card. Surok is acceptable. Oh, forgot we played the Ramanop. I want to keep black. Play Nissa. Untap a land. I'm pretty sure they're going to block the chariot here. We get to attack with the land. If they don't attack the chariot, I'm pretty happy about it. Or if they don't block the chariot. Oh, wow. They even block the 2-2? Okay. Well, good game. I will take it. See you next round. Welcome to round 4. The Soul Ring Black Lotus deck is not disappointing thus far. Reveal a creature or land. So I can't find a Lotus with this Uat, so definitely mulliganing this hand. Seems a decent bit better. Well, not amazing, but we have a Tarmogoyf. I don't know. We have a 2-drop and a Cycler. The 2-drop can also get Unearthed, if that's a thing I deem appropriate to do. Also, it's got to be better than a random 5, unless the 5 happens to also have a Soul Ring or a Black Lotus. Oh, look at this cute little fella. Can interact. Fun. That is a good draw. I cannot turn to a Nissa with it. But I can turn 3-1. I don't know why my opponent is taking so much time on turn 1 with a tapped land, etc. Maybe holding a subtlety in hand or something. Classic arena tells, or maybe they're on full control for no reason. Mox, Diamond. Alright, that's going to power up Tarmogoyf a little bit. Dead Prism, sure. No second land. Classic. Play play a forest here because if we draw another forest, well, actually it doesn't make a huge difference. So I'm gonna Tarmogoyf here. It's actually unclear if I'm supposed to Nissa next turn or Esper Origins next turn. Because Esper Origins into Unearth could be really nice. And also could buff up this Tarmogoyf a bit. But like turn 3 Nissa is also really nice. Opponent is a little bit light on resources, although not light on mana regardless. I wish I had like a way to kill that Mox Diamond or Pentad. They're definitely playing very methodically. I'll give them points for patience. Something I sometimes struggle with, but hey, growth mindset. Let's work on that patience. Ramanop. Okay, that's a reason to pitch a land to Diamond. Ramanop is nice. They're still holding up Blue and Pentad Prism, so if they Spell Pierce Nissa off the island, that'll be pretty unfortunate. But if they use the last Pentad counter to use a counter spell, I don't think I hate that. Unless, of course, they use Mana Drain. That would be really bad. Let's go. Well, the Boom Lurrus is going to come and tap now if I play this. I do kind of want to play the Wooded Foothills. Buff up this Goyf a bit. Oh. Yeah, let's just play the Booming Marsh. And I think I will go for the Nissa. I mean, they have something here. Maybe I'll go for Esper Origins into Unearth instead. None of these get Unearthed, sadly. Well, we'll cycle the Unearth. We'll just make a big Tarmogoyf. I guess it was already as big as it was getting. Next turn we have Esper Origins, flashback, followed by Nissa, so I mean I guess they must be holding a subtlety, because they didn't counter the thing I did after back or Dark Ritual. Let's see what happens when we try to flash this back. Nothing, huh? Oh. Huh. What is the backside of this? Yeah, get Lurrus now. Don't reveal the Lotus, but I do draw it next turn. So next turn I could go Lotus, Lurrus, Lotus, Nissa. That'll be pretty good. I don't know what opponent is doing over there. Maybe they've got Pyrokinesis? And they have red cards that I haven't seen? I don't know, I see a Ketria Triome. Oh, we also get 2 mana from this. That's interesting. Let's crack this Wooded Foothills now in the deck a bit. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we still need to Lotus. We want to do all these things. Practice for black. Now they got to counter this, right? There it is. Finally. Okay, sure. That is acceptable. This turns into a 4/4. I'll keep Lurrus on top. Let's send in a forest with our 4/4s. I don't mind losing the forest here at all. And this is a big clock. They could double block Maduin. Fine with that. Double blocking Tarmogoyf. Okay. They got the subtlety here. And something to do. I don't know why it's giving me priority. Oh, because I could have animated it. Tapped, of course. Battle Ball's pretty good. That will keep them alive. Play Lurrus. Oh, I guess that's the only way we get double black, unless we untap a black source. What do we want? We can get the Tarmogoyf back. We can get the Lotus back. Getting the Lotus back doesn't do a lot, but it does let us attack with Restless Cottage. This Forest Overrun, sadly, doesn't do a whole lot. Let's do this. Black, green, black. Play Lurrus. Play... Oh. Untap Restless Cottage. Play Lotus. Play Forest, I guess. And now I can attack with these two, and if they block the cottage, I could turn it into a 4/4. Get rid of subtlety. So that wasn't amazing, but we got rid of Ramanop, and we can replay our Tarmogoyf still, and we still have the Restless Cottage. We can play Tarmogoyf off Forest, then untap the Forest, attack with everything, and still pump Cottage. I mean, there's no way they're pumping the Battle Ball here, is there?
Do not assume I am fragile.
Wow. 2, 3. This is a... Huh. I mean, I guess that's okay. They do have to worry about both of my creatures. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Definitely 1 mana short of blocking with Cottage and pumping it. I mean, what's their follow-up? They gotta have something here. That's not it. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Yep, that does keep them alive. Chariot's good. So we have 4, 5 mana. We could play Lotus into Chariot, since we can't play Chariot plus Tarmogoyf anyway. Play Lotus into Chariot, and now Restless Cottage can block and activate. No point in attacking here. They did not draw with the Run Ring. They're worried about their life total. I will trade Cottage for Battlesphere, if given the opportunity. Also have access to my own Ramanop at some point in this game. I have a Tarmogoyf available next turn. Yeah, they're not attacking. We're just attacking with the Cottage then. Oh, 6 is good. I don't have a land, but it will be good. I don't think we want to send the Chariot. We could send the Chariot plus everything. But they have good blocks for everything. I think we just send the cottage. Get rid of the Ramanop. They can chump here. They can... Oh, can make a gigantic Wanchitong. That's pretty good. They could double block the cottage here, but then I get to kill Wanchitong. Interesting. They're making a game of it. I think they'd be doing better if they were tapping the ring, but we'll see about that. Opponent has gained a bunch of cards now, but we're a pretty good deck at grinding. We have Lurrus, we have 6. They are going for the double block, so I think we want to kill the Librarian. It's got Vigilance and Flying, so seems pretty good to kill. I guess I should have tapped the cottage itself since it's dying. But it doesn't actually make a difference. So now I guess we'll play 6 and then replay Lotus. And it's decent. Lurrus. No, these only have retrace because I don't have any lands in hand and I've already used Lurrus. Okay, we grinding. So 6 can attack pretty willy-nilly to dig because we always buy it back. Oh, that's not good. That is a problem.
Those blind to tyranny are lost. They just can't see it.
King the Lotus? Hope? No, just don't touch Lurrus. Don't touch 6. Oh, okay. That I am okay with. I do see the humor, my friend. I do. Alright, we found a land. So we can retrace with the land. Or we can play Tarmogoyf with Lurrus. I think we'll want to play 6 with Lurrus and we'll want to attack with 6. We don't really have an attack all. I am worried about this Oko just taking care of all my important things. Maybe I make some more important things for them to be scared of. Yeah, let's play the Nissa. Plus the Nissa on a forest.
Harness the elements.
Play Tarmogoyf off Lurrus. Five blockers, 5 attackers. Yeah, I kind of can't do anything. I mean, I guess this is a Craterhoof Behemoth waiting room right now. Hopefully I'll be able to cast it. Opponent's done a pretty good job of getting back into this. Portal to Phyrexia. Huh. What do we want to sacrifice here? I guess we'll sacrifice 2 cats. And the question is, do we want to sacrifice Chariot? Or something that we could replay off Lurrus? Kind of... Well, I don't have any attacks anyway. I might as well sacrifice the Tarmogoyf. Yeah, they are starting to pull ahead here. Yeah, there goes Lurrus. That's a problem.
Your new look
Now they can take my Tarmogoyf. Guess I'll eat this food. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come on, Craterhoof. It's not a Craterhoof. We can kill Pentad Prism. I could rebuy Withering Command and try to use it to do things, I guess. Can I afford to attack with 6 here? What if we attack with 6 and Lurrus? I mean, I can't just stand around forever watching them kill my things. I don't know, maybe I give myself like one more turn to find a Craterhoof before I get too crazy.
The land fights for us.
5 attackers. I still can't really get in there. I mean, I could force a couple of bad trades. So he eats the chariot with the battle ball, and he trades forest for prism, and he goes chump chump chump. Yeah, I can't even really do anything. Craterhoof waiting room. He gets the portal back a 1/1 flyer. It's okay. And if I can ulti this Nissa, I might have a chance. He can Oko my 6 now. And Wan Chitong kind of keeps pace with Nissa's plussing. A second game where Nissa's gotten to 8 and failed to ultimate. Let's see. I'm not dying yet, but I am feel slipping behind, mostly because of this Oko. They could Oko the Goyf, which shrinks it to a 3/3. Oh, food token. They want to start swapping things. Yes. Not exactly it. I guess this is a pretty good draw though, because that can protect the Nissa. But now Nissa gets the plus and potentially ultimate next turn. Not too unhappy about that. I hope I don't get all my freaking forests spammed. We are still... Yeah, we're still in the Craterhoof waiting room, but I do get the ultimate Nissa next turn, which will make these lands able to kind of like suicide attack. I mean, they'll be indestructible, so it's not exactly suicide. But, oh, they're starting to use that One Ring now. Oh, that's why they're making Oko food. Okay. I could steal my Ent and Oko my 6, I guess, if they want to get in for 1 with Wanchitong. Brazen Borrower on Nissa. Okay. Yep, that's one way to reset the loyalty. Alright, we're back to Craterhoof waiting room, except I can't even cast Craterhoof anymore. Right, the burdens are increasing. Titania with no targets. Okay. I should have, I guess, played the fetch land first, but... Yeah, we're once again behind. Battle Ball just like brick walled me. Time Warp. Yeah, now I'm just losing to the One Ring. I mean, I told him to use it earlier. Yeah, I don't think we're going to win anymore. And they're going to have to brick pretty hard. Because, like, next, we basically take a turn off to play Nissa. And then we have to hope to hit Craterhoof. We got outground with our grindy deck, but I mean, One Ring and Portal and Oko are very grindy. Are we on the mill plan? I don't know if I have 10 cards left. I don't have a way to mill, though. Sure. You at Time Warp? Rude. I like what they're doing now. They needed exactly the One Ring into Battlesphere to stabilize. And they should have been going off from that point, but they decided not to tap the One Ring for a while. Now they finally realize that they need to tap it, and now they're going off. Oh, that's funny. They get Lurrus back every turn. Also forced. So that might help with the mill plan, but I think I'm going to lose before that happens. 8 cards left. Losing 2 per turn. Can they even afford to tap the ring? I mean, they need a way to win. Going for it. Okay. 4 cards left. Why are they eyeing my forest? Get off. Wasteland. Okay. That's not good for me. Bloom and Marsh. I thought I tapped it for mana. Well, I'm not eating any food. Curiosity. Is that a May or a must? Oh, that is not a May. I don't think they should have played that. Maybe they elk it? The elking. Oh no, they're stealing 6. Okay. I kind of wanted mana. I also needed blockers. If we get them to draw 5 cards, they lose. I guess I could eat this now because they gave me a Mox Diamond. They jace me out. I'm going to be pretty annoyed, but whatever. Okay, Ramanop's not terrible here. They have a counterspell? The good news is they're done tapping the One Ring, unless they have a Jace or an Oracle. Mystic Confluence. Oh, that's pretty bad. Now we're super dead. I guess we can't do anything other than sit and hope 30 life is enough. If they attack me with everything, they better kill me because they're going to die to their curiosity triggers otherwise. Funny, killing the Raman or countering the Ramanop gave them something other than Uro to hit with Portal. Okay, so yeah, they saw that line.
I invite you to
Probably means I'm dead.
ways.
Oh, but 6 is coming in. We just have to survive 1 hit here. All right, just block all the biggest things. 4, 5, 5, 5. Just block all the 5s. Hope for the best. 5. 5. 5. All right, not doing the math from here. Guess I'll cycle this. Oh, killed them. Killed them with Forestcycling. Didn't even see that. Okay, well, worked out. I'll take that. Good game. All right, welcome to round 5 here with this black-green deck. We're 4-0. I didn't think we were going to win the last game, but opponent made some mistakes. I mean, they saw the line of elking the curiosity, or the whatever it is, the curious creature. And they didn't see the line of milling themselves into 0 cards with 6, and then me having a Force Cycler in hand. So we got to kill someone with a Force Cycler. That's always fun. Oh, yeah, I do like Wastelanding their dual land on turn 1. We have some plays and some ramp, and this might just, like in the first game of the series, just win. Although they just entombed a Grizzled land. Hopefully they don't have a way to reanimate it. If they just go land, reanimate, I'll be very sad. Alright, so we need to speed things up here now before they get a reanimate effect. Hopefully get our own necromancy quickly. But barring that, I guess we go Verdant, and we're going to try to find a forest, play Rofellos next turn, and hope we can beat them before they find a reanimate effect. If they find a reanimate effect, we're going to need Murderous Cut very quickly. Oh, looks like they already had a reanimate effect. Okay, pretty good. So now we need to like Dark Ritual into Murderous Cut. Or I guess, do we have a way to kill enchantments? Well, we'll find out. He's drawing on my turn. Okay. I will also draw on my turn. I mean, I'll fetch on my turn. Okay, we had another forest, which is not optimal. This doesn't kill permanents. This doesn't kill permanents. I mean, I guess we just Rofellos. Just do whatever we can. The strongest thing we can while we're getting beat down with a 6-power lifelinker that's drawing 7 cards a turn. I guess Murderous Cut is really it, huh? Oh, I guess Witherbloom command can hit the animate. Those are my only outs. Bowmasters, that's just rude. Okay. Wish I had my own Bowmasters. Are they killing Rofellos? Not even gonna let me unearth Rofellos, huh? Rude. I am getting crushed. Well, there's our Gristlebrand. How far away are we? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're very far. Nothing here. I guess we can play Esper Origins and see if we get anything to unearth. There's the Murderous Cut. So we can play that next turn. Or can we cycle into it? How much do we have in the yard? We have 5 in the yard, so we put Ritual in the yard. Yeah, we could cut the Gristlebrand now. I mean, they get to Emperor of Bones it. 1, 2, 3, 4, because I'm going to cycle. This is 8, and that's going to be another 7 is 15. That's going to be lethal. What if I don't? Then it's 4, 5, 6, 12. I go to 3. Yikes. I mean, I guess I could do it on their turn to avoid dying to the Bowmasters. And to avoid the Emperor of Bones trigger. Oh, he has an Avatar Kyoshi. Well then. Yeah, brutal. What a great run out for Cinnamon Bear. Recurring Nightmare, bringing back Yoshi. Yeah, I mean, there's just, we can't come back from this. All right. Well played, opponent. See you next round. Welcome to round 6 here. 4-1. We ran into a pretty good draw. Reanimator, Entomb into Animate Dead, with just like more and more coming off the back of it. So that was going to be a tough game to win without power. This game, we have a turn 2 Overlord into, I don't know, I hope I draw something. Definitely a keep, though. I don't think I want to mull. I don't know if definitely is. Definitely might be too strong of a word. This is keepable. I think there's an argument to be made for trying to mulligan to a powerful hand. What is my opponent tanking on there? They just don't know if they want to keep theirs or not. Maybe I should have thought more about my keep. Opponent outplaying me already. No cards fit the battlefield yet. No cards have entered yet, as it were. Take a look at some art. That is definitely a horror. My opponent disconnected, perhaps. Not the way I intended to win. But I'll take free gems, I guess. Not the best content, but what are you going to do? This is thrilling, I'm sure. I am jealous of the last round's deck. I wish I had Entomb Necromancy, Entomb Recurring Nightmare and Animate Dead. It'd make this deck a lot better. Oh. Does the opponent come back? Or do they just time out? Oh, they did come back. Okay. For Origins is interesting. I think we're still doing this to get impending ticking down. And Ramanop is pretty cool here. Next turn, you have a 3-drop. Go Ramanop, play a land out of the... Well, Ramanop in future turns put lands out of the yard. Johnny is acceptable.
Where shall we hunt today?
Hopefully they don't have a way to kill the token. And I don't super care if they kill Ramanop here. That was mostly just the curve play. I've got Chariot next turn. I'll take it. It's actually pretty inspiring. Not inspiring, I don't know if that's the right word. Hey! That's rude. Gonna make my Chariot cost more? And make it cost more to activate? Oh, very rude. I guess we're gonna do Esper Origins next turn. Yep, that was very rude. Okay, I guess we play the... Well, let's Esper Origins first. See what we're surveilling here. Oh. We want to Wasteland here. Wasteland your Confluence. I mean, we're kind of behind on board. But we are ticking down an Overlord. Although if we just... Well, we can't do anything this turn, though, is the thing. I mean, eventually we could win with, like, Nissa into Craterhoof. How doable is that? That's actually really tough. I think I'm just going to bin both. I don't know if I'm going to play the Wasteland yet. I don't know. Probably will, actually. But I don't think I want the Craterhoof right now. Let's go Wasteland here, and then we do have a turn 4 play next turn, which is Flashback Esper Origins. And realistically, well, whoa, no. I mean, I guess we are taking a decent bit of damage next turn. Hopefully, I still don't have a way to flip the Ajani. Gaining 2 life isn't bad, though. Maybe this Esper Origins is decent. I've never felt terrible about casting it, which is kind of where I assumed I would feel terrible about casting it when I kept passing it in all those drafts. Recycle the Ent here, I guess. We have so many lands, though. Ramen lives, we have access to 4 lands. Maybe we keep the Ent, because it's a pretty good card to play against an aggro deck. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. I guess now we will cycle the Ent, because we lost access to Wasteland and Forest. That was a good play from the opponent. That will start to pose a problem. No red permanent first, though, is nice.
Fury ignite your heart.
Well, I don't think we want Gristlebrand. We only have 2 swords. We have 3 black. Actually. Maybe we do want Gristlebrand. So next turn we could play like Nissa into Monolith. Or Monolith into Nissa.
To me!
Into 2-drop. Oh, no attacks. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, we have that also. So we play this. Nissa. We have 2, 4, 6. We can play Nissa into Chariot. That's pretty good. Or 6. Actually, we have 8 mana. We can play Vault Tyrant.
The land fights for us.
And next turn we can play Gristlebrand. Yeah, this is pretty good. I don't think we lose Maduin because I think we want the overrun effect. Ophelia is going to flicker what? Forest? Their own thing? I mean, I've got to be a heavy favorite to win here. Bomba's pretty good, but can it even attack?
Into the fray.
Alright, just get another Ballborn. Not a big deal. Oh, they can flicker the Ballborn token, though. It's going to cost them Ophelia. Can't really attack with anything else. Well, they can attack with Bomba, they could flicker the token, and they could throw something at one of my other blockers, and then I can't block Bomba, but I still block Ophelia. And why are these Boros cards so powerful? Just casually chewing up all my 7 and 6 drops, no problem. Alright, well, at least Ophelia's down. Our overrun is not particularly impressive here. But it is a 5/5 trample, so what can we do here now? We can definitely kill a Johnny if we use Murderous Cut. We could also make another 3/3. But can we play this Gristlebrand? We have 2, 4. We don't have enough black. Well, 5. If we fetch a black, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we actually can cast Gristlebrand. So I guess we'll start. We need this for us. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we don't need this for us to cast Gristlebrand. So maybe we offer the trade here. I'm gonna kill 3 cats and still do 2 damage to a Johnny. I don't know if it's better to have just made another land and actually kill a Johnny. I would have lost the other land and not been able to play Gristlebrand. And I'm not too worried about like active trees in effect. I don't think there are any. There's no Zealous conscript, so Crystal Branch should be pretty good on this board state. Sure. I'm not even going to murder a Scud here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess we can... Oh, you know what? Maybe I was going to say we can cycle Unearth, but I actually want the Unearth.
The wicked will pay.
That's down to 1. You go get a swamp. Go 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tap here.
The land shall conquer you.
And yeah, they could kill Gristlebrand with something, but I probably draw 7 if they do, and I don't think I get punished for doing that. Our Commando not do much here.
Share in my vengeance.
Oh, I guess they're going to throw the Cathar Commando at Gristlebrand. Okay. I mean, I will draw 7 here. I'll get an Unearth too. I don't think we need to do any of this stuff pre-combat. Let's... I guess we make another... Let's make a Tarmogoyf. Untap this forest.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
We send both of these at Johnny just to make sure he's gone. And I guess we'll exile... I don't know, I think they're more likely to flashback spells than creatures. And white-red. Take care of Johnny. Now we've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 mana. So we can Ritual. We can Soul Ring. We can Unearth. I mean, I'm just doing whatever's like the most cheap, effective things. Oh, we could replay Vaultborn. Pretty good, right? We could replay Vaultborn. We Ewit. So we get Ewit. It's 2. We'll have 1 floating. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Vaultborn is how many? 7? So maybe we can't. The 1, 2. Oh, we also have all this colorless. Yeah, we can. Oh, also, I don't have to pay for the Ewit. So. Yeah, we've just got everything. Vaultborn. Alright, opponent's had enough. We'll take it. Bye-bye, Bomba. See you next round. And welcome back. Let's see if we can keep some more wins coming. I had a nice little victory in the last one. Oh, this is not bad. We have a little turn 2 Fanatic. We have Raman up with a fetch. Not the strongest hand, but we can do some things. Oh, well. That's certainly a bit stronger than what we're trying to do. Alright, at least there was no follow-up. I don't want to get my pickle tickled by the pickle tickler. Oh, was that a pickle? Lotus Cobra into land, into 3-drop. Fetch land into 4-drop. That is a very strong start for the opponent. Let's see what they play here. I mean, our follow-up of like turn 2 Fanatic Aronis is looking pretty weak compared to what they're doing. Okay. Endurance is not the end of the world. into Ignoble Hierarch. Okay, so they're beating for 4. A little bit of a clock, but again, not the end of the world. You play a Chariot next turn, which can't really block the Endurance with a Hierarch in play, but certainly can attack back. Hopefully we can get something going here, and hopefully they stop contributing to the pressure. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit more confident now. So now we go Wooded Foothills. I think we have to just get a forest here, right? We have no blue, green, black land, so yeah, we grab a forest, and then we go Chariot. And that's not bad. Don't reprieve me, bro. Okay. We're still a little behind, but opponent didn't do anything last turn of note. We can hit a 5th land next turn, then we go Titania, bring back fetch land, make a 5/3, then I think we're winning. Of course, that could change very quickly, or we could just not draw that land. We also have like Esper Origins into Ramanop, although I guess Esper Origins doesn't give me permanent, right? That's bad. Pretty good top deck from the opponent, I will say. They roll 5. Okay. Are they killing a cat? They are killing a cat. You can't even respond to it. Not that I would crew and block the Endurance anyway. Oh, and a Cradle. Jeez. This is miserable. We do get to attack Comet with a Chariot, though. Unclear how much longer we're going to live. I mean, Tarmogoyf isn't terrible. You could go Ramanop into Tarmogoyf. That means we can Titania next turn. I guess as far as weak plays go, there are weaker ones. Also, crewing the Chariot. Actually, crewing Chariot means Fanatic taps for 4. Maybe we could have just played Titania this turn, actually. Oh no, we didn't have anything to crew it with. But what if we went 2 lands, Tarmogoyf, crew that, tap for 4. Yeah. We could have Titania'd this turn. That might have been a pretty big mistake. So let's do this. And I guess we could still Titania, so maybe that's fine. And then we could copy the 5/3? If all of this is allowed to happen? I might kill the Chariot. That would be sad. Not the end of the world, but it would be sad. Okay, they do kill the Chariot. I think slightly punished for the way we sequenced it, but I mean, I think we're kind of back in the game. Obviously, they could still do some pretty terrifying things. But as it is right now, we get to keep pumping out 5/3s. As long as Comet doesn't kill Titania, they get Dismember back. Oh no, they can't get Dismember back. Okay. Have we stabilized? Stage of the Skies without kicker? Okay. We're doing great now. Because now we can go Vaultborn Tyrant into Titania and to trigger Vaultborn Tyrant. Yeah, we're doing it now. And they're on auto pass. Wow. Pretty happy they ran out of gas. I did not think we were in any shape to be winning this game. So I don't really want to lose Titania, but I will happily send a token at Comet, which should trade with Sage and Cobra or inspire a chump. And what if I send more? I think I'll just send one. I don't want to lose Titania because I still think we're not close to dying necessarily, and Vaultborn can attack over all their little tramplers. If I sent more, it would have turned off Cradle, but I still need to like draw something to make Cradle do it. Pretty happy about that trade. How big is Tarmogoyf now? It's a 4/5. Tarmogoyf will trigger that again. We can't go Tarmogoyf plus Esper Origins though, so let's just Tarmogoyf. Triggering Volporn again. Good. Oh, Wasteland. Wasteland turning off red or turning off Cradle? One is acceptable. I think we're like super winning now. I think we just won. So let's go. We have forest left. We do. Okay. Let's go. Foothills, forest. Wow, what a turnaround. What? Forest. Yeah, I guess we just play this. Pretty good. Pretty good. In the next one. Welcome to round 8 here. 6-1 with this green-black deck, which is performing much better than I thought. Obviously, when it has Soul Ring and Black Lotus, it's going to do good things. I thought outside of those draws, it would have trouble, but turns out we just need to not get completely run over from the opponent, and we can do some good things. Does this hand do good things, however, is a question. It kind of doesn't do anything. We can Once Upon a Time trying to find a creature. I think this is a case where I probably want to mulligan into something more powerful. I mean, we're on the draw and we just have nothing that impacts the board. Like the best thing we do is Esper Origins on turn 2. Nothing on turn 3 and Esper Origins on turn 4. Yeah, that's we could do better than that. This looks like it's better than that. This is a turn 2 Overlord of the Belmark with, well, we don't have Necromancy backup unless we get a Black Source. But also, Tarmogoyf is going to be big. We put back the Monolith of the Necromancy. How many Black Sources do we have? Not a ton, right? Maybe we put away the Monolith into double forest. Monolith could absorb their turn of plays, and then we Lotus. This is tough. I think I'm going to put away the Monolith. No, but then for the Lotus, you know what? I'll put away the Necromancy. I just want to guarantee that I can Overlord. Well, I guess it's not even a guarantee. It just plays around Inquisition. If they have Thoughtseize, they're going to take away the Overlord anyway. Yep. Unearth. Hopefully they don't hold up counter magic here. I mean, I could just play Tarmogoyf if they do. Mox Sapphire, that's a good card. Mox Emerald is also a good card. Okay, opponent's doing some big things. I think here we'll play the Monolith as a test spell, hoping they actually counter it. They did not counter Monolith. I guess that's fine because some amount of the time you just counter what Monolith casts. They play a 4/3 that's going to start drawing cards. That's pretty good. Now they can just hold up their mana. So can't really sit around doing nothing anymore. Yeah, the turn 2 Enduring Curiosity on your end step is pretty good. I am pretty happy that we didn't keep that hit. Into the One Ring? Yikes. Okay. That's also pretty good. The opponent just has like infinity cards. Hopefully they can't stop our 5/5. Seems unlikely that they won't be able to stop it. Anyway, here's a Black Lotus. Now we go Lotus for black. Tarmogoyf. No, let's cast the Overlord first. No impending, regular. They could Force of Will this. That would be pretty unfortunate. They could Subtlety it, which also wouldn't be great. Yeah. Alright. And we just play Tarmogoyf. which is interestingly a 4/5. I guess they put a lot of stuff in the yard, huh? Oh no, because I have an enchantment creature and artifact, and they have instant. That's pretty funny. Okay, we have a board. They kill it. We have Unearth. I mean, they're still drawing crazy amounts of cards. The One Ring is a dumb magic card. Sold for $2 million. I guess the 1/1 version, but still. Portable Hole does defeat Tarmogoyf. Wow. What an answer. Okay. I mean, I guess they're going to go double Mox, One Ring into a very narrow answer. What can we do from here? I guess we just have to top deck. It helps a little bit. We'll do it on their upkeep. Hopefully this works. Hopefully it doesn't get dazed. Punished for saving an Overlord for a Necromancy that's on the bottom of my deck until I shuffle. Oh. Had it all. I mean, I guess I could have played around Mana Tithe, but could I really afford to play around Mana Tithe? I mean, they're 9 cards deeper than us already. It's just been very unfair matchup. I mean, let's cycle this into Resign, I think. Yep. All right. GG. You did it. See you in the last match. Final match here. The rubber match, as it were, against Gothmog. Hopefully we don't get moxed into One Ring into GG. I thought we had a pretty good start, but opponent just had us completely covered. This is a pretty good start. I'm not quite sure how I want to sequence things yet. No wastelanding to be done. We will play a Monolith. And then next turn we might just play a 6 without tapping Monolith. Yeah. They can counter it. And they didn't counter it. Okay, that's good news. We showed them Wasteland, but we didn't have any other options, really. They're going to Flame Slash here? Or Pyrokinesis? Oh. It opens up a whole world of options. Touch of the Spirit Realm? Leaving Skydiver for hitting my Monolith. Oh, they didn't have enough to kick it. They kicked it for X = 1. That doesn't exactly work. We have actually some interesting things to do here. I think we'll just attack first. We did hit a land. That's good news. We'll take a regular land for now. And I kind of wish we could wasteland here, but unfortunately they don't have any non-basics. But we can play Titania into fetch land. And then we could play fetch land. Make it 5/3. You know, I was gonna Witherbloom command them, but I don't want to lose the balance. So I think I'll just stop there. We have Wasteland up. I guess we don't have Murderous cut up. Well, we do, just probably don't want to do it. Okay, Pyrogoyf kills Titania, but that's okay. We got our Titania value. We can always recast it off of 6. I also could have wastelanded itself to make another 5/3. I don't know that I really care about not having done that. Okay, there's Rofellos. We can attack with 6. We also could Witherbloom command to get a land back, potentially. Oh, definitely. We have 5 mana right now. We won't be able to Titania after that. So I guess let's just start by attacking with both. They could trade with a 5/3, or they could... Oh, Soul Ring. Okay. Okay. Oh, I made it into a 4/5. Oh. That was unfortunate and unpredicted. I think I will Murderous cut it. I mean, I could Lurrus out the 6 back at some point. Murderous cut plus Rofellos. So let's Murderous cut. We'll exile 2 things. Actually, I could Murderous cut the Thieving Skyver Diver and shrink that. I need to shrink it by 3. So what if I just leave creature and land? Yeah, that seems pretty good. Let's Murderous cut Skydiver. And they have nothing in the yard, so we'll get rid of Artifact, Enchantment, land. No, we could leave a land. Just get rid of Artifact, Enchantment, then there's only creature and land. Oh wait, no, that doesn't shrink it enough. Get rid of everything except creature. That will shrink it enough. Oh no! They put instant back in. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, mistakes were made. But I did keep my 6 around. Oh, Tarmogoyf math is always trickier than it looks. So I needed to exile everything, and then there would only be... Oh no, there would always be creature. There would always be creature and instant. So there's actually no way to do it. So I guess keeping 6 alive was the only thing I could have done. I guess I could have cut the Pyrogoyf, but that's fine. Well, now they have a Wasteland target. If I can get Titania back... Or no, I got rid... No, Titania is there. Talisman's fine. Sounds like the Star Wars music. I'm kind of stuck on black mana here. Do I put land in the yard? I don't think I put land in the yard quite yet. Oh. Can I discard with this somehow? No. So I think I just... I can't... This is interesting. Yeah, let me just necromancy this Titania. I don't get a land back. Actually, maybe I should get a land back. Yeah. I don't think there's a point in me not killing the Steam Vents. Because I could always just wasteland nothing if I want to make 5/3s. Nothing there we care about. And not cutting the Goyf actually kind of hurts now because we would have wanted to reanimate the Pirate Goyf. Okay, so let's kill this now. We'll get it back. They daze the no, the Necromancer can play, they can't daze it. Titania comes back. I get Wasteland back. Now, if I want, I could Wasteland the Wasteland. Otherwise, I just send for 5. 3 steps ahead, creating a token copy of Pyroglyph. Okay, so this will kill the Titania before I can Wasteland. Maybe I guess this was the downside to doing it earlier. We don't have a way to stop that. Oh, this is going to make 2 triggers too. Rude. We can kill Titania and 5/3, or Titania and Rofellos. Pretty good line from the opponent here. Yeah, really getting punished for not just cutting that Pyroglyph. Ugh. Wait, are they glyphing themselves? What? Confused. I don't understand what just happened. Do they time out and force them to hit themselves in the face? What is happening? Alright. There's not much we could do here. So we'll just untap Monolith, I guess. Try to find a Wasteland target. Next turn, hopefully, Witherbloom command can do something interesting. Fresh start on 6. I guess I can kill the fresh start with Witherbloom command. So that is acceptable. Sage of Disguise with Kicker. Okay. That's pretty good. Untap this, and I'm going to Wasteland itself. Oh, Ballport Tyrant. That's pretty good. Kind of makes me regret what I just did, but here we are. So if we attack with all of our 5/5s, I mean, they're effectively 9. So we need to block at least both of these. In which case, they can't easily kill 6. Although I guess Pyroglyph can always. What if I nug them down to 3? And then take 2 power off of Sage? Then they're effectively at 5. Meaning they have to block both of these. And if they want to kill one, they have to double block with Pyroglyph. Let's do it like this. Destroy fresh start. Minus this is power. This Pyroglyph being a 5/6 is unfortunate, actually. Might have been a pretty big mistake. They get to kill Titania here. And they get to eat a Rofellos. Well, they can't block. Well, they have to chump. Yeah, probably not a great attack. Certainly not a great Witherbloom command. But 6 is alive, so I can Necromancy the Titania next turn, which will trigger Vaultborn and get me my Wasteland back. So it's not the end of the world. If that was the line, I wish I had considered it. Back Faden, fine. You can dig if you want. Need to find something for 2 mana here. Balance doesn't do it. Ponder. Yeah, you are running out of options, opponent. No Swords to Plowshares, no Path to Exile, please. Okay. Is that it? Anything more? Okay. So let's... play the Necromancy. Discard a land. Target my graveyard. Get Titania. My Wasteland back. Waste your archive. Get another Vaultborn trigger. Now I can play Ramanop. Play Wasteland again. And I'll just send everything at you. You're at 7, so you have to block the Vaultborn with as much as possible and the 5/3. We got a Lotus to follow up with. We could Lotus, Lurrus, Lotus. The hits just don't stop, huh? I guess you do stay alive here. But now we can go Lotus, discard Forest. Lurrus off the Lotus. Play the Lotus off of Lurrus. We can sack Lotus for green. No, sack it for black. Play Unearth on Ewit. Get Lotus back. Play Lotus. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can sack this for green. Play it with Retrace. Sack it for black. Play Gristlebrand. And now I think we're done with our turn. Go? Sunfall? Sunfall would be pretty brutal. May have overcommitted to the board here, but I mean, I guess we could draw like 14 cards with Gristlebrand. Oh no, we draw 14 cards with Gristlebrand, we die. I do have to make sure I don't get milled out here. Did I leave my opponent out to just brain freeze us for X equals 2? Or for Storm Count 2? May have played with my food a bit much here. Hopefully it doesn't cost me, because they can go like any spell, brainstorm, DAC you. Hopefully they're not slow rolling that. Punishing me for playing with my food. Maybe they're rage timing out? Uh-oh. Tinker for Monolith? Into Brain Freeze? Nope. Okay. Woo! We got the trophy. All right. We did it. Let's take a look at the deck after this. Well, apparently I foolishly was in a hurry to grab that trophy and clicked out of the deck before we had a chance to do the deck review. But thanks to Untapped, we do have the deck here to look at. Not in the arena format, but in a pretty legible format. In terms of how the deck performed, I think it outperformed me, honestly. I didn't deserve a trophy the way I played, but I got one, which is definitely a heads up to the deck. I think notable cards outside of the obvious ones. I was impressed with the performance of Witherbloom Command. I was impressed with the performance of Esper Origins. Not to say that they were amazing, but they definitely had a spot and they were useful in those spots. And I was pretty happy to draw them and to cast them, which is more than I would have expected. Titania also, I think, overperformed. Obviously, Titania is a great card and is a high pick, but with only 2 fetches and 1 waste, I was surprised how well she did. Some of that is the graveyard synergy. Some of that is just the fact that, it doesn't take much to get, a 5 mana for 2 5/3s to be good. But yeah, was definitely impressed with that. I think the deck played well. I don't know that we would have done better or worse if we had played like Caustic Bronco, Harvester, Metamorph, or Petal. I think it was right not to play Snuff Out. I mean, we basically had 1 swamp. The biggest weaknesses of the deck, I think, were that there were no black-green duels. The duels and fetches just go so absurdly high in this, which is, somewhat tautological for Cube to say draft lands highly. Seems pretty obvious, but in this meta, people are just scooping them up. So you got to be very aggressive with them. But yeah, no Bayou or that type of fetchable black-green, which would have really helped tied the room together. And also no Strip Mine. Strip Mine would have been very good in this deck too. There's a couple of sequences there where, I was either interested in or actively did wasteland my own wasteland just to have a target to get Titania to work. So definitely would have been a little bit better there. But yeah, really happy with the deck overall. The kind of graveyard synergy value package with 6 and Lurrus was really, really good. Eternal Witness was good. I think Unearth did a lot of the heavy lifting there with Witness, but the Unearth, Witness, Lurrus 6, and I'll even add like Necromancy to that package and Witherboom Command, Esper Origins. There's a real deck in there, even if you're not just trying to animate Gristlebrand. So pretty happy with how it turned out. Hopefully you found it enjoyable. Hopefully you learned from my mistakes and mishaps, but glad to get another trophy on channel. Please like, comment, subscribe. I really value comments. I really value feedback. Please tell me about audio production. Please give me your ideas. I'm pretty new at this, so have already gotten great feedback and happy to get some more. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.